Nemo is a professional high-end art thief who breaks into the penthouse of an art collector which is filled with priceless works of art. Nemo has a few minutes to leave the house, but this operator's greed for finding an expensive self-portrait worth millions of dollars sets off the security system, and Nemo is trapped in this massive high-tech penthouse. As time passes, it becomes clear that this isn't an ordinary house. It's not even a penthouse with normal security, and there is no way to escape outside. Nemo's friends and contacts cut contact with him in the very first minutes, so he is left alone in the house. Inside is Vasilis Ketsopis' second feature film that has a basic plot. But this doesn't mean that it's a superficial movie. This isn't a film with a linear narrative in which the story progresses forward. It goes deep. It's a modern narrative in a house with modern architecture and full of modern works of art. Nemo tries his best to find a way out, but he fails, and his attempts to escape prove futile. The film has a claustrophobic vibe to it and is all Nemo in different and contradictory conditions. Apart from the hero of the film, the only people that are seen in the movie is through the house's surveillance camera and, of course, Nemo's imagination, daydreaming and occasionally illusion. The film's most important secondary character, if you could call it a character, is Maid, that we see with Nemo. We only briefly see her on screen and the one-way conversations that the main character has with her. Willem Dafoe, with his photogenic bony face and muscular physique, carried out this difficult one-man film with aplomb. Poor acting could have resulted in an unpleasant outcome for the film. Hi, this is Review Movie Channel. Welcome and support us by clicking on the subscribe button and liking this video. Making a movie in limited space is a tough job, and in this case with only one character makes it even more difficult. The filmmaker makes up for this solo performance by placing Nemo in contradictory situations. Fiddling with the house's central control system worsened Nemo's situation, especially as it seems that the house's rich owner doesn't keep any food in the house and doesn't visit much. The minimalist architecture and interior design of the house matches the film's thin plot, and this choice is a very risky challenge for the filmmaker so that he can keep the audience engaged till the end. But the loneliness of the film thief in an architecture of silence leads to environmental melancholia for Nemo, and together with the hungriness and the suffocating atmosphere of the house, rapidly changes Nemo's moods, and as time passes and he fails to find a way out, these changes and tensions get intense, and we see different versions of Nemo, from hopefulness and momentary happiness to rage, rebellion, and occasional mania. Nemo is even forced to do his business inside the interior part of the house because there is no electricity and water, and he takes advantage of his own creativity and, of course, the designer of the house in order to survive from hungriness and thirst. Eventually, the outcome of the events leaves him with the only hope, which is just a panel in the ceiling that is screwed with bolts, and the unscrewing of these bolts turn into a holy ritual for escaping a modern prison he's captive in. The narrative's vertical movement, along with existent suffocating silence, inevitably leads us to the secondary symbolic opinion of the cinema world as context. Despite the quietness of narrative and atmosphere, but watching Nemo is a massive house whilst he's fighting for his life, and while satire comedy is used as a defense mechanism for ending these hard conditions, they are enjoyable in their own way, and Inside is a striking film in this sense. Watching a muscular man in a pool of feces is disgusting and unique at the same time. Ketsopis and Ben Hopkins, as scriptwriters, have proficiently designed the physical obstacles that the character faces. These obstacles, along with Nemo's extreme disappointment, creates a better atmosphere, and the need for comic moments is strongly felt for controlling and adjusting this tension. Whenever Nemo opens the empty fridge, the Macarena song is played from the speakers, and this uplifting song is in contrast with the character's catastrophic and disastrous state, producing an absurd comedy situation. And naturally, Willem Dafoe's professionalism in portraying this role is impressive. After a certain point, hungriness, frustration, and loneliness causes illusion in Nemo's mind, and these illusions and hallucinations drive us out of the film in variable atmosphere in the house for a short time. A dramatic strategy for escaping repetition, which also plays a key role in delivering the diversion to the final peak. Nemo's daydreaming prepares the circumstances for the creation of that metaphorical ending. The role of the speaker and the formation of various situations in the film is undeniable in an environment that has the least possible conversations, and where Nemo and the audience's relationship with the outside world is only possible through sound, even if these sounds are sometimes non-realistic and due to the illusions of the film's lonely character. Probably the closest example to Inside is 127 Hours by Danny Boyle, wherein the main character becomes trapped in a tight space in between rocks in the desert. Although the filmmakers sometimes drive us out of the limited space in order to give diversity to the aesthetics of the scenography, choosing Willem Dafoe for the role is the filmmakers' additional visual planning that were not supposed to accompany Nemo. The main reason of this allegation is the screenwriter's stinginess in providing information on the main character, whom we only know a name, and even that's probably a nickname. Lack of information on a character causes distance with the character, and this distancing effect obliges the audience to have a critical view towards the situation. But why Dafoe? Willem brings in a little villainy with himself in any role he portrays, and this villainy makes us cautious approaching him even when he has the most positive role. The filmmaker is not keen at all on the audience getting close to the character and his complicated situation. The lack of empathy makes it easier to believe that the film's non-fiction and metaphorical ending. On the whole, Inside is an image of modern humans in the modern world, and it only takes a matter of time to live with them until the chaos, disorder, and impurity all becomes clear. Inside was a movie that I really enjoyed, and I'll rate it 7.5 out of 10. What do you think? And if you have watched a movie this year that you would like to be reviewed, do share with us in the comments section and subscribe to the Review Movie channel for more. Thank you for staying with me until the end. Until the next video, bye!